What is up, guys? This is What is Hip, and we're bringing you game number 2 of Dare versus Wolves. Wolves taking game number 1 here in the Gosuleague Division 1, courtesy of Sapphire as well as Rocket. So here we go with the bans and picks for game number 2. Dare are taking their time here in their first ban, a little bit unusual. They're going to ban out that Darkseer first, and that's becoming a pretty standard first round ban for the first picking team, because if you're not the first picking team, you're almost forced to ban out Lycan first ban every single game, because you won't be able to pick them up, and no team in the right mind would ever refuse a Lycanthrope pick for the first one. Nature's Prophet going to be the second ban out for Wolves as well. And we'll see if Wolves goes for a similar lineup. It worked pretty well. It was not perfect. There was a couple spots where it was looking a little bit dangerous, like they might get overcome with with R-Styles carry, but they were able to secure it in the end. They had some pretty good burst damage going up against a pretty traditional lineup out of Dare, and really they weren't able to get a foothold in the laning phase, and that essentially cost them the game for the later parts. They went in with such a big disadvantage. It was very difficult for them. Chen ban as well coming out for Wolves. So Dare is going to have some options here. Invoker, Leshrac, both left in the pool. And we'll see where they decide to go. They are going to be picking up that Leshrac first pick, and we'll see if Wolves wants to pick up Invoker again, as that seems to be one of S4's signature heroes. And he did do a damn good job with Invoker in the last game, going Quaswex, my personal favorite for a push lineup, or a big counter pushing lineup, honestly. Anything but a really heavy ganking lineup, I'm not a huge fan of the Quaswex sort.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Invoker Shadow Demon.
And they're going to pick up Invoker Shadow Demon. So this might be the beginnings of a strategy where I would approve of Quaswex sort. And I swear to God, guys, I will remember the overlay this time. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'll do my best to remember it. And the second two pickups for Dare, this is really going to determine what their lineup's going to be strong in. So far they have Leshrac, who's a great pusher, as long as you can kill the enemy team before you try to push in.
Reserve time.
And they're taking their time on this second one. And somehow my webcam just got defocused. And they're going to pick up Enigma Lone Druid. So this could very well be the beginnings of a super strong push lineup. Lone Druid does not have to be that super late game carry that he usually is, because the bear has an absolutely ridiculous amount of health pretty quickly. So if you can get that bear to its top health, 2700, then you have a huge tank to take all the tower hits. So your Eidolons can sit there, your Edict can sit there, and you can do a ton of damage. And in response, Wolves is going to pick up Beastmaster. He's a great counter pusher, and now with the lineup from Dare, I would not be too surprised to actually see S4 go Quaswex again, because if you can eliminate the mana of this lineup so far, you've essentially stopped the push, because Leshrac stops, the Eidolons stop, and Lone Druid really the only one left, and by himself, he can't take towers because a couple heroes can come up and just kill him. Doesn't have any good escapes.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And a couple seconds left now. They're heading into the reserve time for their second set of bans, and they're probably trying to decide what to ban. So they know normally you would say that Wolves has a really strong mid, but right now you can't be sure of that, because last lane they landed him in easy lane. So they might choose to ban out a strong mid, although last time they ran Beastmaster mid. So you're kind of running into that really weird instance where they're not quite sure what they're looking to ban. They might be looking at banning out some counter pushers if they do want to continue this push lineup. Roosevelt, if I was Jennifer Lopez's new husband, I don't think I would. Don't think I would be casting. I think I would be being with Jennifer Lopez. And still taking a long time in this ban. They're gonna ban out the Venomancer, and immediately Wolves bans out Chaos Knight,
Radiant team
and
ban.
Tinker as well going to be banned out. So that's two strong counter pushers for Dara. So I do think they probably are going to be going balls to the wall here with push lineup. And we'll see what Wolves' last ban is. They're probably going to ban out. They're going to ban out a strong mid hero in Queen of Pain. Also a very good. Oh my God, Undying. Here we go. Push lineup ahoy for Dare. And what can Wolves do in response? They're going to need to pick up as many strong counter pushers as they can. Who's the co-caster? Black Goat, you're crazy. There is no co-caster. It's just me. So now Wolves has to think very carefully. What can they do to deal with this Undying? Because if Undying gets a really strong start,
5 seconds remaining.
he becomes ridiculously powerful. But he really does need that early game advantage. Getting kills with Soul Rip, getting kills with Decay. Tombstone is so good for pushing and slowing heroes and killing heroes and everything. Tombstone is unbelievably great. And Wolves were obviously a little bit unsettled by that pick, as now they're taking their time for their next pick. Undying is still a pretty new hero to Dota 2, obviously. He's trying to find out the best place for, his lineup. And I think a pushing strategy does work well because of Tombstone. And they're going to pick up Kunkka, actually. Tidebringer's a nice way to eliminate pushes. Torrent is a very good ability in general with Shadow Demon. We're seeing a little bit of a role reversal with those two, as we saw Goblin and God, or maybe Mag, I don't remember, Mag on Kunkka in the last game. They all blend together in the end, guys. Sorry.
10 seconds remaining.
And the last pick for Dare, are they going to keep going with the push? I mean, at this point, they might as well. They're pretty committed. They do have a good late game carry, though, with Lone Druid, so if their push strat fails, it's not like they're screwed. They still have a very strong lineup in general, which is something I really like about this. It's not a push lineup where you say, well, if we don't win by 20 minutes, we lose. Oh my God, Death Prophet. And now it's obvious. If it wasn't obvious before, it's unbelievably obvious now. Dare going for the push. And what's Wolves' last pick going to be? Earthshaker would not be bad. Although they'd be kind of... they might be boned in the late game with Earthshaker. I don't know. Earthshaker is one of the stronger counter pushers in the entire game. And they're actually going to go with Windrunner, who's a little bit more traditional, a little bit more utility in the earlier parts of the game. I think Earthshaker would have been great with all of the little zombies running around, the Eidolons. There's just going to be a lot of things for Echo Slam to echo off of. So I think Earthshaker would have been a nice pick. I'll have to ask Henry about that after the game's over. If you guys remind me, I'll ask him why he didn't pick Earthshaker. And I will write a little note to myself. And I swear to God, guys, I'm not going to forget the overlay. Alright, ready? Oh, there is a God, I remembered. Balsam this time for Wolves in the Radiant. Balsam gonna be on Kunkka. Dickinson. Oh God. I can't click on anything. Alright, 1 second, guys. I had to restart. Oh, I don't know if I can even do that. Jesus. Alright, we're gonna have to just quit this the normal way. Interesting. Every time I can't click on anything. What the hell? 1 second. Alright, I think I fixed it. Alright, we're good to go. So, like I was saying, for Wolves, we're going to have Balsamon, Kunkka, Dickinson on the Windrunner. Nino going to be playing on Shadow Demon and S4 on the Invoker. And in the bottom, Pimpalicious going to be playing the Beastmaster. God going to be in the mid lane with Death Prophet. Artstyle going to be playing Undying. It's going to be Goblin on Leshrac. And in the rear, it's going to be Karkov again playing the Enigma. It's going to be Magus on the Lone Druid.
30 seconds to battle.
And, oh man, we got ourselves a Mexican standoff here in the top lane. And Artstyle's going to go for it. He's going to have to be careful, though, as there's a bunch of heroes waiting for Wolves right here, and they're going to get a Disrupt off. And are they going to be able to follow this off? A nice soul rip. Karkov, though, gets shackled, and he's going to go down. First blood, again, going to Wolves. Dickinson this time picking this up.
Wait, no, I couldn't.
And now Wolves with a nice little advantage.
I guess I can get faster.
And Mag, man, you better go good. Get all the last hits. And against Pimpalicious, the Beastmaster, he should be okay. I mean, the axes are very annoying in lane, but they're going to immediately go for another kill on God here, and he's going to go down. And another quick kill for Wolves. And their coordination is so good. And maybe that's why they went with the Windrunner. They like that shackle, which so far has gotten them 2 kills. And are they gonna go for another kill? Maybe not. Now it looks like they're just gonna dual lane mid, as we do see a reversal of last game. Wolves doing the same lane instead of Darer. An interesting lane setup. Wolves really love their lanes, which the other team can't guess. It does give you a nice advantage in the laning phase, and it's just super confusing for the first like 2 minutes as you're trying to get acclimated to something completely different than what you expected.
Demised.
Karkov going to be offensively jungling. And Mag only with 8 last hits. Not doing that great. And again, another initiation going on God, and he is going to die again. And this ganking force is so strong from Wolves. Shadow Demon Soul Catcher Disruption into Torrent. So good. And now Artstyle might be going down. If that Shackle had hit, you could bet your bundles that they would have been going for another kill now. But now Dickinson is going to be on the run, and he is running towards the wrong base. He's going to try to die from the tower, but Undying able to grab that last kill, that last hit with Decay. And if you guys don't know how Undying works, there's another initiation going off on God, and Wolves get him again. Now Goblin's coming in. They're going to get the Courier. Oh, that's annoying. They traded Courier for a hero. That's not the best trade. But if they can grab Goblin as well, then it's going to be totally worth it. And there he is going to go down again. And the Edict is going to kill Balsam, so I think Dara grabbed a little bit of a better hand there, but that was his third death, so that's not great. Not great at all. And as I was saying, the way that Undying works, first skill, Decay, steals strength and does damage. Second skill, Soul Rip, does damage according to what heroes, how many units are around them. It spawns these little zombies that attack you and slow you and are really annoying. Soul Rip just does damage based on the amount of units around you, does damage per unit. Tombstone, puts down a tombstone which creates these little zombies which are really, really annoying and attack you and slow you, and if you get below a certain amount of health, they destroy you. And then his last skill is Flesh Golem. Dickinson now on the run has got some super low health. God again gonna go down. Soul Catcher Disruption Torrent combo is just too much. They're able to grab Dickinson. So Dara trying to make the most of these ganks, but they can't let Death Prophet keep getting destroyed like this because they really need her ultimate to push. And when you're dying this much, you're not getting anything. She has 4 deaths. She almost has as many deaths as she does last hits. That's awful. Energy booster first on Artstyle. Look at all that mana. As they might be looking for a kill, they would love to slow this lane down. 21 last hits on S4, but the Courier death is going to be super inconvenient. Now Mag is going to be the one who goes down. He's going to be the victim here of Balsam, as well as the Nino. And one more hit, and down he goes. But in the top lane, initiation going on Goblin as well. And Wolves might get another kill right now. Their early game is so strong. Malefice goes off on S4, and he's actually looking to go down. Undying grabs that kill. Dickinson on the run, and Dare turns his top lane around. Power shot at the end. He's going to try to pick up something before he dies. Double kill for Undying. Going to help him out a lot. 3 kills. So Dare so far is, I would say, getting the better hand of this lane, which they really need to, but the middle is going awfully for them. And there's a black hole. He is going to catch S4. Artstyle's a big Flesh Golem. S4 does have Ghost Walk, and now he's going to nope, he's going to try to go for a kill on Kharkov. He's going to get it. Is he going to get a double too? Oh my god, he turns it around again. S4, now that lane advantage that Dare had is completely gone. Now God is on the run. He's trying to get the kill, I think, on S4, but he's going to have to be careful. There's so many heroes in pursuit. He's going to be forced to turn around. Dyer's Courier coming back. And there was a Torrent to try to get a kill, but just wasn't in the cards. Pimpalicious with 21 last hits against 29 here of Lone Druid, and I would love to see Pimpalicious try to be more active on the denies. Only 1 for him, as denies are going to be very important against Lone Druid. You don't want him to get too big. They do have 1 kill against him, and if you can prevent the Lone Druid from getting Radiance, it's a really, really, really big advantage for you. If you can keep killing them right before they grab the Relic, they have so much gold wasted, which is not spent. You can essentially count that as a gold disadvantage. And now God might go down again! Oh, they try to grab him with the Torrent. Tombstone goes down for Artstyle. They do get him with the Tidebringer. Double damage. Ghost Ship coming in is going to land right on Artstyle, and he's going to go down for not many times. Only the 2nd time, but now Kharkov under pressure as well. Goblins here. Nino's moving in on the offensive as well. S4 going to be forced to back up as he does not have very much health. And Wolves is being so aggressive in this early game, but they are leaving Mag, and this could be the saving grace for Dare. If Mag can get huge, they'll be in good shape. Boots and an Orb of Venom up for Dare, so they're doing the most they can to deal with this early game. of Wolves. And their early game lineup is strong, but it's not like ridiculous. They have Leshrac, they've got Undying, but Wolves keeps getting the drop on them. And it's really hard to win a team fight, even if you might have a little bit of a stronger lineup, if you get caught unaware. There's a split earth, and now Dara is looking to push this lane with Leshrac. And there's not really anything Wolves can do about it. And that's a very big strength of Dara's lineup. This Leshrac lets them push towers that are undetended in a second. And he avoids getting the bear killed. Good play. And now God has finally been left alone. But only 23 last hits for him. 5 deaths. 5 deaths on probably the second, around the second hardest carry for Dara. But now S4 is quite alone in this top lane. It looks like there are 4 heroes converging on him. Gonna need some TP supports. Although Nino is gonna smoke, they're gonna leave Invoker by himself. Dickinson's coming up, and he's gonna Ghost Walk. There's an immediate dust, so Ghost Walk's not even gonna matter, and he's probably gonna go down. But if they can trade this for Mag, it's going to be completely worth it. And the question here is, are they going to be able to? The Roar is going to go off. Ghost Ship coming in. Torrent as well, and they're going to get him no problem. Kunkka getting the kill. And that makes that death completely worth it. Although they're going to lose the tower too, so maybe not. I don't know. It's a tough place right now for Wolves. They've gotten the early kills, but they haven't been able to convert it for towers. And now Dara taking the lead in towers 2-0, although it's probably about to be 2-1.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And down goes the tower.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So now Wolves going to grab a tower for themselves. They are up a lot of kills, but we see a big gold advantage for Dara anyway due to those towers. That's going to diminish as soon as that other tower is reflected. Should be soon. And now Dara going to be active again, pushing another tower. And this is what they need to do with this hyper push lineup. They need to continue doing this. And Dickinson now trying to kill Artstyle, but he gets a really nice decay, giving him a ton more health. Purge going to go off on him. God coming back. He's going to carry in Crypt Swarm rather on Balsam, who's got pretty low health. There's the Tombstone, going to keep them from defending this tower. They can't get too close, otherwise the zombies start attacking them. And no one likes getting hit in the face by zombies. Although Balsam going to be able to kill those pretty easily. Balsam actually could get a decent amount of gold. And now Wolves are moving in again. They're looking to be aggressive, but there's a couple heroes here. They're going to have to be careful. Karkov's moving in. He malefices, and he's looking for a big black hole, and he is only going to catch one. Now 2, Nino coming out of the disruption. Straight into that black hole. He disrupted himself right when he thought he might be getting black holed. Now S4 on the run. He's going to try to grab Goblin, and Goblin is one last hit away. That's going to get the kill. Shadow Demon grabbing it with the poison. Now Wolves need to turn this into a tower, because if not, Dara's going to push straight back, and that's the strength of their lineup. Wolves have got this great ganking lineup. They need to convert this to towers, because if not, Dara's just going to push away and get a ridiculous amount of gold. There's a nice tornado for S4. No follow-up. Flesh Golem for Arstyle. He's going to try to take down Balsam. He is going to go down. There's the EMP. Soul Rip on S4 is going to hurt him a pretty decent amount. And now this tower is left undefended again. Death Prophet's ultimate is up, and you can expect this tower to go down in just a second. They might not even need the ultimate. There's no one here to defend it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And there's another tower down for Dara, not even using God's ultimate, and Karkov is just waiting for someone to try to defend it. At the same time, Mag is pushing away at this bottom lane all by himself with the bear. So despite Wolves' awesome early game kills, without converting those for towers, you're at a pretty big disadvantage against a push lineup like this, because you know that around the 10-minute mark, they're going to get rolling for kills. But now there's an initiation. War, EMP, follow-up going off on Karkov. Now S4 taking a lot of damage from the spirits from Death Prophet. And this push is going to be repelled at the tier 2. Still a heavy gold lead for Dara. 12 minutes, 4,000 gold. We do see an XP advantage for Wolves due to all those kills. Still have twice as many kills. And they're actually able to pick off Lone Druid here in the bottom lane. Sorry I missed that. But they can't commit too many heroes to that. Now God's going to be back to full health due to that ever wonderful exorcism, giving you back all that health that they do. All the damage that they do is converted back to your health as soon as it's over. And now Dara is ready to push again. Leshrak's got Edict level 3, Arcane Boots as well. And we're seeing Wolves line up for the defense. Balsam's back. There goes the Tornado EMP. Flesh Golem here for Arstyle. He's going to keep getting bigger, using all those abilities. Now S4 is going to go down very quickly. Windrunner able to grab Death Prophet. That's going to stop the push a pretty good amount, but Arstyle is still a humongous lumbering zombie. And he's going to be able to do a lot of damage if he can connect. But a nice torrent from Balsam. They might be able to take down Artstyle. He's going to be really close. And the axes are going to get the kill. The shackle not even necessary. Now they're going to be able to repel this push on the tier 2 again if they can pick off another kill and maybe convert this to a tower. Torrent's going to catch. Oh no, Goblin. There's a roar going in on Karkov as well. Balsam doing as much damage as possible. Not a lot of mana for him. Isn't going to be able to seal this kill. And now they're forced back. Another TP coming in from Death Prophet now that he's back up. Magus still just farming away. 77 last hits for him. Holy crap. And there's the Sacred Relic. 13 minutes for Lone Druid. That's exactly what you want to do. And this lineup's going to get stronger and stronger for Dara. I think Wolves is in a lot of trouble. They're on the pretty huge defensive here despite their XP lead. This push lineup from Dara is so strong. They might not have they have a lot of good resources to deal with it, but really Dara has everything. And with that EMP landing right there, it's going to be a huge disadvantage. That's on cooldown now for 30 seconds, and that's one of their big push stoppers. And there's the Edict. They've got the Tombstone here, so they can't get too aggressive on defending it. Now it's gone, but Leshrak able to grab the tower. There's the disruption. Soulcatcher on God. They're going to try to pick him off. There's a Purge as well coming in. A nice Shackle's going to grab 2 heroes. 4 Wolves. Artstyle keep running away. Windrunner able to grab Karkov. Are they going to be able to get Goblin as well? There's a nice Cold Snap follow-up. They do grab him. Invoker getting the kill on that. Artstyle now running away. He's still in Flesh Golem form. He's really strong, but pretty low health as there are 5 heroes concentrating him down. He is going to go down. There's another disruption going off on God, and if they're able to grab him as well, this could be a really nice counter. And Wolves making the best of that situation. Trading 4 for 2. Dickinson getting 3 kills of that. Going nuts on the defense, but the tier 2 is down, and now Magus is just destroying this. And with Demolish now, he's got spell resistance and building damage, and he's just going to wail away at this tower. And now the Wolves are going to have to be in defense. They have to get some more kills and convert it to towers because Dara's gold advantage is climbing. Their XP advantage is climbing as well because they keep getting all these great kills, but it's going to be gold against XP. And here's the thing, if Dara gets a Rax, then it's a completely different game for Wolves. If Wolves can keep them from getting that Rax, they're going to be in much better shape. But at the same time, normally when you have a push lineup against you, you're relying on the fact that if they don't get a Rax by 20 minutes, that you win. But with this Lone Druid, that's just not true. Death Prophet is almost not a factor as 7 deaths on God. Undying has been doing pretty good. 3 and 4 now, hasn't been able to convert for any more kills. Leshrak as well, but this Lone Druid is getting all the farm you could ever want. Still has 3 deaths, but able to grab the relic before 15 minutes. And there's the Tornado EMP going off on Artstyle. He's going to have to run, and I don't know if he can run. Power Shot is going to get the kill. Dickinson with the mega kill. 6 kills and 3 deaths for him, and now are they thinking about initiating? If they can get the drop on Dare, they might be able to stop them from pushing in on another tower here. And a beautiful shackle by Dickinson. They're not able to make anything of it. And here's Nino. And there's been so much action in this game, we haven't been able to look at items. Karkov has got a mechanism and a soul ring. God still really with nothing. Goblin has got triple bracers and that arcane boots. That's a good push build. Bloodstone, usually if you want to push, takes a little bit too long to make. Balsam has got his Shadow Blade and Phase Boots. He's doing a lot of damage. Tranquil Boots and Soul Ring. A very nice combo here for Pimpalicious. Soul Ring lets him use the Tranquil Boots, so it's pretty much self-sustaining cycle, and the extra regen from Soul Ring. Really nice, but now perhaps we're going to see Dara moving in again, and Nino really has gotten nothing. Just Arcane Boots. Actually, that's not terrible for support at 17 minutes. Now Balsam still Shadow Bladed. There's an EMP follow-up in there. Let's see if they can get a nice initiation. And Wolves now moving in full force. Ghost Ship coming in. Torrents there as well. Art Style getting brought down pretty quickly, but a nice Black Hole catches 3 by Kharkov, and they have no stun to deal with it. And they are able to grab a double kill here. Dickinson as well as the Invoker going down, and now Wolves are on the defense, and they're running away full force. Nino, the only one left. He's TPing as fast as he can. He's out, but now Dara trades 4 for 1. That's an easy tower, and now they're going to push in for the racks, and now Wolves at a huge disadvantage in this game. I imagine Dara is going to grab this racks pretty much uncontested. They have 20 seconds to do damage, and with that Exorcism up, with the Bear, they're going to be able to take this down very quickly. A buyback here from Pimpalicious, going to try to push it back as fast as they can, and they did have the fortification as well, so perhaps they will be able to fend it off. But Dara right now looking for racks. They want to get this big advantage. If they can grab this, it's going to give them even more gold, even bigger. They're going to get that big lane advantage, which they really want, and no, they're not going to be able to get racks, only the tower. But they're set now for a big assault on that bottom lane. Roshan is ready for and ripe for the taking. Almost a 10k gold lead for them. And after that fight, the XP lead, which was what was really keeping Wolves in this game, is now diminished greatly. And Dara is looking to take the upper hand. Despite Wolves' strong early game, they weren't able to stop the steamrolling push lineup out of Dara. And there's a Tornado EMP going off on Dara, and they're able to catch several heroes. Sentry Ward going down. They want to watch for Balsam. And they do see him moving up. Nice Sentry Ward. And Dara, oh, Blade Mail up on God. He's like, you want to burst me? I'll take all of your damage and give it back. Wolves moving in on Roche right now. This is a very ballsy maneuver. Although Black Hole is not up. Exorcism is. With Medallion, they can take it down pretty quickly, but they have to be very careful. This is an unbelievably ballsy maneuver still. And does Dara know this is going on? I think they do.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Mag and Kharkov here. BKB coming up for Kharkov soon, and that's going to help him a lot. That means the only ability that can deal with him is going to be that Roar. If he can get the BKB, Roar is the only thing that can really take down oh, Dickinson grabs the courier. Oh, there's another initiation here by Dara, and the EMP is going to take away almost all of their mana. It's going to slow this push down a lot, and Artstyle is going to get bursted down, and that's a big bonus for them. That's a lot of their tank and DPS, but at the same time, they were able to take the melee racks, and that's what they wanted. God is still doing damage on the range racks, and they'd be happy to trade Art Style for a full set of racks this year in the bottom lane, giving them a huge lane advantage, and there goes the range racks, and there's nothing that Wolves can do about it. 20-minute racks here for Dara is going to help them a lot, and Tornado coming in, they're going to try to catch someone on the retreat, and there's a good Torrent follow-up as well. Now Mag's in a bit of trouble. There's a Ghost Ship coming in. It's only going to hit one, though. Goblin is the victim of that Ghost Ship. Now Pimpalicious is going to go down. A lot of magic damage coming out from the Leshrac. And Dara absolutely getting the better end of that trade. Racks 1 for 1. And they'll take that every day of the week. And now they're in a perfect opportunity to Roshan if they want. And now we're way over the 10k mark. Almost at 12k. Still a small XP advantage for the Dire. We see it leveling out, which means it's actually going more in the direction of Dara. And we can see it's diminishing. And really at this point it's not big. Only like 2 or 3 levels. Only 2 levels through the whole team. So a lot of Wolves' advantage here is falling away. Immediate dewarding there by Terror. And they're so aware. Artstyle showing his experience. but Wolves playing unbelievably well still, just not quite able to deal with this steamroll. How do you deal with a giant zombie train moving at you at full speed? I don't know, but Balsam now is going to try as he runs away. He's going to try to put some damage out. A good disruption, though. And there's the Ghost Ship coming in, and they're able to burst down Artstyle very quickly again, but God is still doing a ton of damage with this Exorcism, so they need to bring him down as well. And the Raxes are going to remain, but they are able to grab the tower here in the mid lane. But Wolves again going to try to grab someone on the retreat. If that Shackle had hit, it might have been a little bit of a different fight. There's not really any really great chasing moves here. They really only have the Tornado, which is coming off cooldown in just a second. They're able to grab someone, but a double-man Black Hole is here, but no BKB yet for Kharkov. Means that Dickinson able to stop it. There's the Torrent. Kuka getting the kill on Enigma. Now God does have the Blade Mail up, and are they going to try to burst past it? They're doing their best, and they are going to grab him anyway. So now Dara trades 4 for nothing after that tower defense. And someone needs to get Roshan. Anyone. If a team can grab Roshan, they'll be in such good shape. It'll mean much stronger defense from Wolves. It'll mean a much stronger offense from Dara. And now Wolves has to take down so many towers. They need to get at least 1 or 2 right here. And they're going to get 1. Are they going to be able to grab 2? I don't know. I don't think so. Their gold lead is still so... The gold lead for Dara is so damaging, though. And now we take this brief pause to check items again. Nothing too new. And how's the farm going for these players? Mag at 132 doing extremely well. It's slowed down a bit, but it's still pretty much where you want to see it. Kharkov is almost done with his BKB. It'll be done in about 1,000 gold. Balsam has got the Chrysalis. This is going to let him do ridiculous bursts if he gets lucky to the entire team. Tidebringer plus Chrysalis equals a lot of damage. And Queer Ass probably coming up next for the Lone Druid. And we might see a lot of these heroes grab cloaks just from the magic resistance. And there's a Blink Dagger on Kharkov. That's actually what he chooses to buy instead. So they want to initiate early. Kharkov uses that Blink Dagger, and now there's going to be the initiation. Dara's going to get the drop a bit on Wolves now. Artstyle still getting bursted down extremely quickly. Dickinson grabs Death Prophet on his way out. Now Goblin is trying to kill Pimpalicious, but Nino's here. And there's a double buyback. Windrunner's back in the game. S4 going to go down, and he's going to buy back as well. And Wolves know that they have to defend this. If they get Rax here, this game is going to be looking pretty bad for them. And there's still a lot of fighting going on in the middle. Kharkov getting hit by Dickinson, and he would love to get a kill to pay for that buyback, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to. And they are able to pull back, push back that siege, but at the cost of 2 buybacks. Nino as well as Invoker. And that's really just handing over some gold, but look at their XP leads getting even bigger. So we have a 10k XP lead for Wolves and a 10k gold lead for Dare. And what have they made with their gold lead? Nothing too awesome, to be honest. There's a Sentry Ward. And Wolves perhaps looking like they want to get an initiation here. And there's the Ghost Ship coming in, Torn as well, and Blade Mail is up for God. He's going to try to reflect as much of this damage as possible. A good Black Hole, though, catching 3 for Wolves, and I think this is going to ravage their lineup. Leshrac getting a triple kill, Undying grabbing the last. Oh, DTS comeback. And now Dickinson knows that this game is starting to fall out of favor for them. They're able to use this gold to buy back, and honestly, that's where a ton of this gold advantage is going, which is not where you want your gold to go when you have that advantage. And now Artstyle going to start pounding away on this middle lane with Magus, and at the same time, they are going to grab Kharkov, but he's already Black Holed, so it's not a big deal. You need to get some of the other heroes, and double Rax goes down instantly here. They grab the full set of Rax in just a couple of seconds. Nino now running away, gets brought down by the bear. Goblin going to get brought down by Balsam. But now, the lone druid bear doing so much damage. Double kill for him. And now, almost a double team wipe here for Wolves. And this game is pretty over. They're going to turn now. And Dare playing unbelievably well. Their picks so strong in this game. And I really love their lineup. And Wolves doing their best, but the gold advantage is just proving to be far too much here for Dare, or for Wolves. This lone druid is enormous. Look at this bear. He has a burning sword and a big stone and boots. And Dare is looking great. They've kept their composure through all of these sieges. Mag gonna die now to S4, but it's a small price to pay. So Dara's offensive now is looking really nice. Vitality booster up for Death Prophet, gonna let him live a little bit longer in these fights. Karkov still wishing he had a Blink Dagger, or a BKB. And now Dara is gonna continue this offensive, and if they can grab this last Rax, they're gonna be in great shape. Now the problem here for Wolves is that Dara's huge tower advantage is gonna start making them really have to deal with this base. If they leave to defend this lane, creeps are gonna come in here and here.
Tower is under attack.
And Dara's push lineup is paying off in spades. And this is what you love to see when you have a push lineup. And wow, after that fight, everything's gone for Wolves. And this is honestly going to be their last chance, because Dara's savage push lineup is going to decimate this Rax if they get team wiped again. S4 getting a nice initiation here with the EMP. Artstyle going to go Flesh Golem, and he's going to try to get as much health as he can. He's going to get bursted down very quickly, but the Ghost Ship's going to completely miss. And they're, wow, actually, Wolves is able to pick off a bunch of heroes now very nicely. And there's the Blade Mail for God. They're just going to burst right through it. Spreading out the damage so no one dies. But now Wolves is forced to back off here. They can't leave. They always have to keep one or two people in their base to deal with this double Rax. And again, guys, this is game number 2 of a set of 2 in the Gosuleague Division 1. Dare going up against Wolves. Wolves, after a convincing game 1, looking like they might lose game number 2 to an extremely strong push lineup out of Dare. They've done everything they could. They got a lot of great kills in the beginning. But their lineup is pretty powerless against this unbelievably strong push lineup. I mean, look, every single person on Dare's team can push.
Radiant's top tower.
And they even get the deny to help their gold lead. And now we see the drawing coming out here by Artstyle. He's like, yo, let's go win this game. Wolves looking to get the drop again. They had a nice engagement, able to stall it, but really that's all they're doing is stalling. Nothing they can do which can really destroy this lineup. They have such a nice gold lead. S4 now going to get brought down. He's ghost walking, and they have no detection. But up here, there's some fight going down. Artstyle now has a Blade Mail as well, and they're able to negate a lot of the burst damage out of Wolves, and this is a really smart way to deal with it. Pimpalicious getting brought down by the Entangle. Death Prophet able to grab Shadow Demon. Pimpalicious is super low. S4 super low as well, and if they can get one hit off... Oh, S4 now stuck in a corner. The bear's going to burn him to death. Nothing worse than getting lit on fire and dying by a bear. Now Balsam going to do his best to defend, but Ghost Ship's off cooldown. Now Dare is looking aggressive again. He's going to plop this Tombstone down in 25 seconds and make it so they can't even move up. And there's another black hole here going to take down Dickinson. And there's the GG, well played out of Wolves. They know this is over.
Has fallen. Dire's top barracks are under attack.
And Dare's savage push lineup able to take down Wolves after they win game 1. So 1 point for each team here. Dare versus Wolves. And I believe after this we're going to have another game, so don't go anywhere. And there's the GG. As the throne goes down, Dare's steamrolling lineup in point, and game number 2 is going to get them a point. And despite Wolves' early advantage in kills, they're not able to stop the rolling freight train, which is Dare in game number 2. Congratulations to this team. And I'm What Is Hip, and if you want to see more from me, you can follow me here on twitch.tv. You can also go check out my website, which is whatiship.tv. Also go check out Gosu Gamers for more information on the Gosuleague provided to you by Sapphire and Rocket. And don't go anywhere, guys. Next game coming up soon.